To talk with
The views, opinions, and
Glenn Larry.
representations expressed on the K-Ghost Radio Network and its website are those of the host, guest, and participants, and they are not necessarily those of or endorsed by the network, its affiliated stations and broadcast, management, or advertisers of the network. The show is found under LJA Broadcasting Network. UFO Talk Radio can, but does not necessarily promote any particular lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only, and they are not intended to treat or diagnose and or claim to cure any disease or condition, or give any medical or legal advice. All music is purchased and owned by LJA Broadcasting.
I got the windows rolled down, got the radio up, and I'm heading out of Vegas tonight. And it's a 1:30 on a 4-day run, and the desert is a welcome sight. I can see you there in that dress you wear, and it's keeping my foot on the gas. I drink a gallon of Joe just to make it back home and hold you in my arms at last.
Are you ready? What you are about to experience is real. Right along with us. From deep in the desert of Nevada, The Glenn Larry Show. From deep in the desert of Nevada, broadcasting to the world, it's The Glenn Larry Show. Broadcasting to the world.
And I am broadcasting to the world. Thank you so much, Ross. Yeah, buttons are sticking for some reason. I don't know what the heck. Hey, welcome to the show, everybody. No matter where you're from, what time zone you're in, I do bid you welcome to the Glenn Larry Show, UFO Talk Radio. And K-Ghost Radio, of course, we're all over the place. I just noticed that Facebook put out a notice that you have to have more than 100 listeners to be on Facebook. Well, we've got that already, but I've got some new, I see that new Facebook pages are up, and I haven't switched you guys over yet, or you have not switched over yourselves. But what happens if you say something wrong in a conversation and you're not within their guidelines? They'll take you down. I guess they call it Facebook jail. They just took mine down. I had a couple interesting shows and some things were said, and they weren't nasty words or anything. Or just they didn't like what we were talking about, apparently. So what have you? But I can't please the world, can I? No. Hey, I want to say hello to Ken and Dee out there in Florida, and Neil and Barbara in London, Randy in PA, of course, Jonathan in Texas, and also Thomas over there, Chief Hall in Avondale Station, fire station number 23. To all those guys, EMSs and firefighters, we do say hello to you out there. To Chris and Val, and you're getting us on YouTube, everybody. I want to say hello to Carla. And I want to Great Falls, Montana is listening, by the way. I see also Canada's up again for us. Oh, thanks so very much. And we are broadcasting on, of course, the AM FM side of K-Ghost, 101.3 FM and AM 1610. And a lot of other channels we're on, little stations all over the place, small broadcasters. We do bid you welcome and hello. And to, of course, K6 RCL and over there in Goleta, all the ham operators and sidebanders and all those guys. 73s to you on World Radio, $44.99. And CQ to you and 73s to all of you guys out there. Yeah. Had a great breakfast. I was at the Pioneer Saloon this morning, and I'm telling you, I was hungry. But their breakfast was so good, man. I try to make it there all the time, of course. I just had Breast Fest, by the way. And I'm telling you, that band was unbelievable. Several of the people played there and volunteered. And, of course, old man Lieber was up there performing. Great guitar player. The guy could really play guitar. And, of course, he has his own liquor there, too, I'll tell you for sure. But I really enjoyed myself. And I got to sing a song with them, which was a lot of fun. Did a little Willie Nelson for him and a little Elvis. And it's always fun to get up there and perform. And they have, of course, on Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays, you have live bands. And I'll tell you, it's a busy place now. You got to get there early. You want to get something nice to eat or whatever. I mean, but they're open. And you might check them out, their website, the Pioneer Saloon, the original website, official website. Go to that one. Pioneer Saloon in Good Springs, Nevada. Yeah. Since 1913. Yeah, historical place to go to. And if you're in Kennett Square, PA, Biltmore Pike, 717. Don't miss her all down there. I go see her at the Creekside Diner. Say hello to Karen, will you? Great food, good people. I love her dearly, man. Every time I get in there, I got to go see her. So, and I'm planning my trip. It's been very sticky hot out here. It's very hot. Our humidity a little bit more. 102 hit today. And I know on other places around the country, it has been very, very hot. Yes. Well, tonight's show is going to be very interesting. I have a gentleman on the line. He's called Sir Master Chief. This is a Galactic Space Force guys. And I mean, this guy's pretty big. GalacticVision.com. I'm going to put that up there for everybody to see that. I want you to go to that if you can put your speakers on, and I want you all to kind of go to that. And I'm going to put up that, here it is right here. All right, I'll show that right there. There it is. Okay. And I got that up there. That's where you're going to go to see the site. And Sir Master Chief, are you on the air? Are you on, sir?
Yes, sir, I am. How you doing, Larry?
Fantastic.
How's it going, everyone?
Good. Well, glad to have everybody on listening. I have you on another separate line. There are two lines open tonight. Hopefully that we'll have Thomas calling, some other folks calling tonight about some questions for you. But what's new? We've had you on before. And it always is a great hit for me because a lot of people like to listen to you and what you got to say. Can you tell me what's the newest going on in space right now? What's going on, man? What do you guys up to?
Say that again. You're kind of breaking up.
I said, what are you up to now in space? What's going up in space? What's going on?
Oh, well, Space Force. Wow.
Space Force. Yeah.
Got a lot of phenomenal things going on right now with our technology, and technology is going fast. The technology we have right now is called bioluminescent infusion technology. And it's going worldwide through Galactic Vision with the new World Wide Web. And we're sharing that to the world for the highest vibrational instinctual channel in the whole wide world, in the whole universe.
I've noticed on your Galactic Vision website there, can they talk to you live by chance? How's that work?
Oh, absolutely, yes. We have a call center, and you can always call in, and we have our team always ready to stand by to take calls, and I'm always here to assist everyone, and always have our team. That's the main thing for Space Force, is always taking care of everyone who calls in, and taking care of them with the best of our abilities, that we have trained everyone to take care, mind, body, spirit, and oversoul.
Mm-hmm.
All parts of the body, all the threefold.
Got you. With your Galactic Space Force, my question is, how does one join your group, and what happens when they join with you?
Well, our public sector is the Galactic Vision. You can join that. Go to join the team. And that's GALACTIVISION. And that's our public section that we use for the World Wide Web. And we're looking for the brightest and most brightest talents out there, the brightest minds, with the biggest hearts, and who have everything to give and want to take care of the world. We've made it very easy for everyone.
And how is one going to take care of the world in your space, your force? How's that work? Let my audience know, please.
Well, we start by working on ourselves, and we have a huge list of divisions that you can join. And I'm telling you, there's a huge range of taking care of everyone, from the bodies, minds, spirits, everything to do with the human consciousness, the body, and we've got so many that are waiting to join right now. It's almost, we get so overloaded with calls. We're working sometimes 18, 24 hours a day, nonstop, just taking care of everyone on these calls and taking care of everyone who wants to be fit in with the Space Force and Galactivision.
Can you tell us about some of the calls that you do get and what you talk about?
Absolutely. With going through what we call life, is, we have everything, from day-to-day issues come up, and it causes a blockage of energies in the body sometimes. And so we work in these points we call quantum hypnosis therapy sessions. Amongst other, we have a plethora of names, and it's, consciousness, Larry, has been given the ability to share a wide variety of information that has never been heard of or thought of before. And I share this with the world. This comes from 20 billion years in the making. I work with the Pleiadians, the Arcturians, the Lyrans, the Sirians, and I work with these beings, and they share these types of downloads with the Space Force coming through me, and I disseminate all these types of information that we call words, and and then having a whole new type of, with words comes imagery, and imagery becomes your life. That's the whole idea of imagining. And so we give new beings new ways to imagine their life, to enhance their abilities, their God-given abilities, into that basically impressionize into the consciousness of the being, that uplifts the being, and it's when we call it the forward astral momentum. Okay, so it puts the thinking mind into a forward motion of light, which enhances the being's properties to regenerate, to think at a higher level and the highest level of the Space Force, and to regenerate the body, the mind, the spirit, and takes out all the different elements of the body that we have called disease, cancer, and these are just words that cause blockages within the human mind, the body, and the spirit. And so I've taken this technology, this bioluminescent magnetic infusion technology, and put that together, and it enhances the whole vehicle or the ship, a hermetically sealed device, which our bodies are called. It's a hermetic device that houses consciousness, and it uplifts the whole being to start to regenerate through an inward process that we call the inverse technology, or IT. So this IT technology that I developed, it enhances the ability for the body to regenerate on a day-to-day basis, and to get out old types of programming of lack, or ideas of aging or getting old, whatever that means. And it enhances the body to regenerate, and that's the main focus.
Interesting.
To regenerate our minds,
Mm-hmm.
so we think at the highest level,
Mm-hmm.
and that entails reverses the aging process, and it brings the body into a homeostasis, or a 0 point energy, where the body is almost like at a cold fusion process, and it cools the body down, just like a supercomputer. Supercomputers, they have to have very cool temperatures to run at a very high rate and very fast rate.
Mm-hmm.
So with our technology, this enhances the body to cool it down so it can operate at the highest level, or at a galactic level, or a Space Force level, or the Galactic Federation level. There's different levels, and it enhances the body to produce images and what we call magnetic feelings. Feelings are magnetic, thoughts are electric, and enhances the body to have quicker responses in life for everyday tasks, and it keeps your body at a 0 point energy.
Okay, now how does one go and do this? I mean, do you take him to a ship or them to a ship, or do they do it under a mental trance, or I mean, is there a chair they sit into, or how do all this does this work? I mean, how does the process? I mean, they have to join your group, of course, and meet with you. Do you all go on the ship together, or how's that work?
Absolutely, yeah. We're all, yeah. Everyone comes on the ship. That's right.
Okay.
So when you get on the ship, we give you this technology. And this technology enhances all the beings that are on the ship, and it brings a cohesive, collective mind. And we all share this technology together. We share ideas, we share feelings. It's what we call telepathy. It's like a heart telepathy and a mind-to-mind telepathy. It's how everything is connected in the universe.
Gotcha.
So we teach beings how to be in tune with God, with the consciousness of the universe, and the consciousness of the planet and all beings on the planet.
Right.
And you have a deeper sense and a deeper wellness sense of how to take care of oneself, how to take care of another being. And we all call the planet the ship, the mothership. And this mothership produces everything for every being on the planet, and it knows exactly what to give to each being. And so when you share more, or the gift of living is giving, when you give more, you receive more from the ship. It knows what you give, and it knows how you take care of yourself. And that's the whole premises behind Galactic Vision. It's the new frequency that all beings on the planet are tuned into once you come into Galactic Vision. When you share with Galactic Vision, the ship is the frequency, and the frequency knows everything about you. And so it goes into your consciousness and your body and your mind and your spirit, and it starts to what we call recapitulate or reprogram your whole consciousness of the one being. And what that does, that brings a closeness and a oneness feeling of that deep well sense of awareness, of how to take care of oneself, how to take care of your pets, how to take care of your children. You know, I have a child, my son, Sir Master Chief Major General Mason, you know, and he's what beings call a canine, but we have been synced up and, you know, I basically have adopted him, and he's my son, and that's part of the idea and the process of the Pleiades, you know.
So is the Palladium
canines the same thing?
Oh, they are. Okay, now when you meet with the Palladiums, are not? I hear they're tall blondes. Is that right? The men are. They've got blonde hair and blue eyes, and
yeah.
And now, do you guys all meet together and with this vibration, or you're tuning your frequency?
Absolutely, right.
Do they talk like we talk, or just all mental mind telepathy, more or less?
It's telepathy, you know.
So you're using,
and they speak through images.
Interesting. So you're using your mind to go to the ship.
You have to be very in tune with the heart. The whole premise is opening the chakra system with your energy system,
which is inside your
kind of
stomach.
like color wheels.
Yeah, I know.
We have different chakras, and the beings, they speak. They have different imagery through the chakra system. And what we're doing with the Galactic Vision, the Space Force, when you come into the Space Force, aka Galactic Vision, you start to get in tune with this telepathy, and you can start to hear, just like if we were talking right now, you can hear this in your mind, as if we were talking out loud.
Well, we're going to be
profound.
Chief, Master Chief. We're going to be back. Hang in there. Hold on. Hold your thought. Folks, we'll be back right after this.
There's no typical meth user. I was from an upper middle class family. Meth is terribly addictive. My first time using it, I was hooked. There was no turning back. I lost my job. I was homeless. I never thought I'd see my family again. I have a great fear of meth because it took so much of me. I mean, it took everything. Meth took over my soul.
Visit our website at drugfree.org. A message from the Partnership for a Drug-Free America.
Mom, you wanted to talk to me?
The calendar hypnosis into thumbtack cushion, completely tailwind. And sewing elephants plant before cartoon paper cups. So numbers renovate.
If your teenager is trying drugs or alcohol, would you know the right words to use?
Afterward, lightly fish scale. Doorbell.
Find out what to say at drugfree.org. A message from the Partnership for a Drug-Free America.
And we are back, everybody. I do want a special thanks out to my dear friend Ken and Dee. They sent me these beautiful little lighthouses. If you can see them right there. There's one. And there's the other one. And this is pretty cool. This is shows in the light. There's little candles in there. I love lighthouses. This is that little ball I showed you earlier on the set there. Yeah, it's a glow ball, and it's got that little lighthouse in there. Oh, thank you so very much. And, of course, they donated to the station. We do thank them kindly for that. Yeah, keeping the lights on. It's important, everybody. So I'll be putting that up for you there real soon, too. We're back with the Galactic. We're back with Master Chief, the Galactic Master Chief, with the Galactic Space Force up there with all the big ships in the sky, I guess. Now, Chief, you guys hide around the clouds, or how come we're not seeing a lot of you?
We're everywhere. You know, it's just, you have to have the consciousness to see the ship, and you have to have the eyes and the heart to be open to see the ship.
Huh. Okay. I'm working on it. I haven't seen anything yet. I'm really. I've seen UFOs. I've seen the saucers and stuff. But you're
well,
like
that means that your heart's open then.
Okay, good.
They only show themselves to beings who have the heart and the will to want to see them.
Mm-hmm.
So you're very blessed.
I've had a lot of folks on the station that have also seen on the air, seen these UFOs, and but then they don't see them for a long time. Is there a breaking time there? Is there time out or something? Or maybe you've done something wrong. Now you can't see them for a while. Or I don't know. If they're always out there, how come I'm not seeing them every day, more or less?
They come in waves, with different energy frequencies. They're always there. They're all, as we say in Space Force, they're always there in the astral light. It's just at different points of time and space. And time stands for toroidal intelligent magnetic energy, eternal energy experience. Time is the third power. And with the Schumann resonance, there's different sine waves or frequency waves during the whole period of a calendar year that spike. And if anyone knows about the Schumann resonance, you'll see different colors. And that white color, that's when a lot of beings experience a lot of heartfelt emotions. And that's when most of the ships are seen. And a lot of positivity or good, loving energy goes into the world. And that's when most of us are waking up. When everyone wakes up, then everyone starts to see more ships and have more heartfelt experiences. And everything on the planet starts to become aligned and in tune. It's called the atonement, or the at one with the mind of the galactic order of divinity, or as we say, God. And when that happens, then everything on the ship or on the planet, as we say, it starts to work in coalescence. Everything, people become nicer. Things always work. Everyone's in a good mood, and everyone experiences bliss and joy and love, and everyone's taking care of themselves. And so we really focus on those points of time for those magnetic energy points, for these triangulations, the trifolds. That's when we really come alive, and we start to help everyone on the ship.
Now, a lot of folks have been abducted, taken away in these ships. Are you guys responsible for that?
I'll say that one more time.
Abductees, folks have been taken away in UFOs.
Oh.
Who's doing that? What's that all about?
That would be some of the Space Force, and that would be some of the extraterrestrials as well. Yeah. See, we come here and see when we incarnate, Larry. We come from different star systems, different, like the Lyrans, or the Pleiadians, the Sirians, and we all have these contracts when we come here. And when we come here, we get, what's called abducted or abductees. But it's really your soul going back on the ship to have a little break, and we work with these beings, and we work with them, and we download their life experiences onto the ship, and we show them all the great things that they're doing, and we help them along with their life. So if they're stuck in some points of time, or they get on a certain track, then we can put them on a higher vibrational frequency or higher timeline, as we say. And this timeline puts them on this eternal timeline where they always experience bliss and joy. And so we help them along. So it's not really, it seems like you're being abducted because you don't know what's going on until we explain to you, hey, we're here to help you, here to take care of you. And we show them the ship, we give them downloads to help them along with their life at the highest vibrational frequency of Galactic Vision, which is a part of Space Force.
Okay. Now, you guys put trackers in these folks also when you let them go? I mean, how's that work?
I'll say that one more time.
Trackers. I mean, a tracking device.
Tracking device.
An implant. Yeah.
Yes. Well, every being that comes here, everything is recorded on the ship. And so just like a phone, right? A phone has a GPS system where every being down to the tiniest, like an ant, they have little trackers in them, and all humans do. So that's not a bad thing. So you need to think of that as a good thing, because what the ship does, and the ships above, I say the ship, the mothership, the Earth, it records all of your life data, so your Akashic records, which means space records, and the ships above, we send different downloads or uploads into the being to help them along with their life, and we can record all of their vitals, like if they have any kind of, any health issues or anything, then we can send energy waves and downloads to unblock any kind of energy blockages and to help their hearts, their lungs, livers, stomach issues, anything that's going on. It's basically like a universal hospital, for minus the doctors, but we have technology that reads all the data inside the vessel and the consciousness, and it gets out, it breaks all kind of curses and spells. And like you had like your little commercial about using drugs, this helps to get all beings off anything that's not good for their bodies, like alcohol or hard drugs like methamphetamines or whatever the beings are using, and it puts them on a natural state where they can use homeopathic, like just natural vegetables and fruits and all types of materials. I call it matter that's spirit that creates matter for the being to have a blissful, happy, eternal life. So
Chief,
think of that as a good thing for everyone.
Okay, now we're going to open lines, if that's okay with you. Sir Master
Absolutely.
Chief. And of course, in rules Zimbabwe, that the school over there, those kids saw you, and that they were told from these aliens mentally, or apparently, that the world might be coming to the end. I mean, we're going to destroy each other. Do you know much about anything like that from your alien friends? I mean, you'd have anything to tell us here? Something for the future, maybe?
As far as coming to an end, everything has cycles. So never think of it as an end. Always think of it as a new beginning. It's like a new chapter of a book. Once you read one book.
I'm a little worried what chapter I might be in, as it can be coming up real soon. I think we're all worried about that. Now, number one, let me go to the phone.
I want everyone to know that everyone is safe on the ship, and the ship wants everyone to live and to have a blissful life. That's what the whole ship was designed for.
Yeah,
the ship was designed to be a research and scientific facility for all beings on the planet, from humans down to the smallest, microbes or plants or trees, that to experience oneness. And this is a time when everything comes into oneness, and every being experiences happiness and joy, and all parts of the ship. It's like, I just think of it like trees are part, of the ship, and they record data. And they also take out all the bad toxins in the air. And so everything is getting recapitulated in the astral light.
Right.
And everything is getting refurbished and rebuilt. And all the beings are going to experience abundance, happiness, and joy all together. So I want everyone to know that.
Understandable. I'm going to open these lines up and see what we get, and let's see how it goes.
To talk with Glenn Larry, deep in the desert of Nevada, lines are open at 1-702-874-1114. That's 702-874-1114. Pahrump lines are open at 775-990-8275. That's 775-990-8275.
And those are the numbers, folks. The other line is, I have my guest on that line, of course, and I'll be getting a hold probably of Thomas here too real soon. But yeah, honestly, so people are worried what's going on. The election's going to be happening. It's a lot happening in the United States right now. We really are at a point where it's pretty crazy. And of course, you look back in history and time through the years, but we've always had problems, And I think that the social media stuff's made it more, prevalent to everybody. They can see what's going on. And, they're not laid back. They're hearing about it every day. This is happening. That's happening. Now, the Russians are doing tests out there in the ocean pretty close to Florida. I mean, we're getting a little concerned what's going on. And, war's crazy. And everybody thinks we're going to have World War III. I mean, that's pretty nuts, What do you think about that?
Well, I always tell beings to focus on themselves instead of focusing on issues that are out of their control. Focus on themselves. Focus on your health. Focus on your family. Focus on taking care of yourself, taking care of your spirit, taking care of your body, taking care of the ship, and all that changes. All that,
Right.
That's just part. Like there's different vibrations, there's different frequencies, and when we tune into ourselves, then all of that it just takes care of itself.
Mm-hmm.
And when I have the Master Chief run for the new president.
Oh, that's interesting.
That might be something right there.
Yeah. Well, that's
why not?
Yeah, why not?
I love to take care of everybody, so everyone go right in with the Master Chief.
Let me ask you this: do you believe in angels? I mean, angels, are they real? I mean, is it part of the galactic and all that stuff? I mean, you're talking about the universe, you're talking about God, but your galactic space force. What do you think about angels?
Yes, angels are real.
Okay.
Absolutely. There's many of us that incarnated to look like, we are human, but we're not human. We look, the human being has many, many variations, and there's many, many angels on this planet or on this ship that are on the ground that are here to take care of other beings who, what we call humans, because the human being in the third dimension operates on a different frequency than angels. Angels operate on a higher vibration, like if when humans are in need, then angels always step in to take care of those human beings, whether it be a human being or a dog or anything that has to do with helping out. Those are called earth angels. When humans can learn from angels, from doing good deeds. All good deeds are always noticed, and when beings, it's like being a great example. And when you take care of another, and beings and humans see that, well, that gets impressionized in the soul, and that helps the humans on the third dimension to rise up, because their oversoul knows to help out, and so it starts to want to emulate that type of act, and those type of when you do a good deed, then the next thing it's called paying it forward. And so that's the whole idea of earth angels taking care of one another and taking care of humans. And sometimes they might not, it looks like angels sometimes aren't in the best places. They might be a homeless person, but that's really an earth angel in disguise, and you can always lend a helping hand. And when it's all about your intentions. When your intentions are good, you say, hey, would you like some, assistance? Would you like me to, would you like anything? That's what the angels are looking for. Is when you step up and you say, yeah, that would be great. I would love some assistance.
Interesting. How I know that the military always hands out a little Bible during the academy, all that stuff. Do you believe in the big creator? Do you believe in that? Where are you with God?
Say it one more time.
Where are you with God?
Where am I with God?
Yeah.
Well, right next to him. Right there.
Well, you're in the space. You're space. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wow, the universe.
Right next to him.
What other planets?
Type of information.
What other planets have you been on?
Ooh. And Jupiter, Mars, Venus. Was on the moon for a long time. I've been all around the universe, Larry.
Wow.
Talked to many beings.
On the moon, where is the base? There's supposed to be some space.
It's on the dark side. So, like when we're looking at the moon, it's on the opposite end of that.
Why?
On the back side.
Why is that?
Well, because there's a huge military installation, and we have our Space Force, and it's kind of how we have our. It's kind of tricky. Sometimes I kind of give out too much information.
Well,
but I can tell you that there's a lot of Space Force on the dark side of the moon. They're always there, in a moment's notice if the world ever needs us.
Gotcha.
That's how it's like a huge operating base, like a global positioning system where we can see. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Just got this.
Call from
Ken.
All right, I got Ken calling in. Stand by.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hello, Ken. Are you on the line, Ken?
I'm on the line.
Fantastic. We got you on the computer line. That's great. Go ahead. You have some questions for the Sir Master Chief. Go ahead. This is Ken from Florida.
Okay, I'd like to ask him a question. If they put a tracking device on you, do you know what that tracking device looks like?
It's a little.
And do
piece
you
of
know
crystal.
do you know if it's magnetic?
Yes, sir. It's a magnetic crystal. Absolutely. So it's a crystalline structure, a magnetic structure that every being, when you incarnate as a human being, it's don't think of it as a tracking device. Think of it like when you walk into a stadium, everyone has a ticket. And so it's like your ticket here, and we can track you, but it's not like the government's tracking you or something like that. It's every being here, before you incarnate, you agree upon that, and that's part of the contract. So the Space Force and the Galactic Federation of Light can basically track you and put you on the right direction, and always guide you and give you subtle signals, like if you shouldn't go somewhere or you shouldn't do something. If you send signals that's already pre-programmed into your life, where it puts you on the highest path. And if you have any kind of health issues, then it puts you in the right direction, and it puts you on a path where you can get assistance. So if you're ever in need, just like in the Bible it says, ask you shall receive, you will receive all the guidance and assistance and love and everything else that we call assistance. I don't want to say the word help anymore. It sounds too much like hell. But it gives you assistance, it gives you love, and it brings beings that are there to help you and guide you and assist you at all times. So think of it as a little gift from God. If you have that within you, so you can always be at the right place, at the right time, with the right beings and the right earth angels around you. That's a great question.
Well, I'll tell you what, I had one removed from my back. It bothered me since probably before you was born. And it was metal, and it was not magnetic, and it was not stainless. Now, Larry has a picture of it. It's the real deal. I got too close to an off-world vehicle, and I wished I'd have never got that close to it. But they got me somehow. I don't know. I don't know how they did it, and they put it in my back. And after 50-some years of telling my wife, it's got to come out. There's something back there. There, you're seeing it.
Yeah,
she took it out of my back. That thing haunted me. And every time I see or hear something about UFOs, I think back about the day I got too close. I wished I would have stayed away or run like hell, but I didn't. I had to be nosy. I didn't have nothing to protect me. The military had on their little white uniforms and all the masks and everything, and they was taking the pictures, and I was not too far away being nosy, and I shouldn't have went there. But I did.
But you got it out now, though. Thank God.
I got it out. It's out, and it's gone. I wanted it out of here. That thing haunted me all those years. Since 1967.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Master,
Chief, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Were you around then? I mean, how old are you?
I get that a lot. Well, I don't even know how old I am. I've been around for so long, it seems. I've got billions of years of information. I've been in this body for nearly a half a century.
Mm-hmm.
And
let me ask you this
much. So much.
When he took the thing out of its back, now does that kind of screw up your computer about him, his information, or now that he hasn't got it there?
Well, as far as taking them out, like when it's time, just like anything, when it's time to come out, there's always a perfect time and a perfect. Sometimes it's unexplainable. Sometimes you just have to keep going with your life. When it comes out, I've had implants that were taken out, and I've had some some very interesting moments of my life that, looking forward, I know that those were there for a reason.
Right.
And it's kind of like going through parts of your life when, when certain things are ready to end, like, I don't know, with anything in life, but think of it as a new beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So those implants are actually there to help you move forward in your life and to be grateful for everything that you experienced in life. And that's what we always like to instill in everyone. Always be grateful. You might have had some experiences that seemed as a human being that seemed or experienced, with all the words and the belief systems that it seems, it looks like it's not good, but in fact, it's really the best thing for you. And so, we've all experienced, and gone through so much of our own life being a human being. And it's time for everyone to grow in spirit, grow with God, and become healthier. And so I'm glad that's a great question. And
okay, now Ken, have you noticed a difference with yourself since it's been on your back? Has it done any? I mean,
well, I don't, Larry. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with me, but it's just, why was it there? It just bothered me all the time. I mean, it was every day. It wasn't just you think about it once in a while. It was every day. It was every night. I'd said to my wife for over 50 years.
Wow.
What was the purpose of this thing being in there? I mean, it was an off-road vehicle to come from. I can tell you that because I was there.
Yeah, right.
I didn't see nothing coming out of that thing. If it was, it would have been a midget.
Well, I mean, you think maybe you were under? Probably you were under somehow. I've heard about.
I don't know. I
or
didn't remember losing any time or anything. But how did they get it in there? I don't know. I could never answer that. I mean, I went there just 2 years ago. I sent you pictures of what was there, where it come from, and I don't. Not that much has changed since the 60s,
right.
Except, it's not a stone road no more. It's a blacktop road now, but everybody knows what happened there, but they just know what they heard from, 60 years ago, 50-something years ago. I'm telling you, if you get one of them things on you, it's going to bother you every day. And I had, growing up, I had chest x-rays, I had everything else. You can't even pick it up under that.
Unbelievable. Huh.
I mean, it's in my back. It's behind my lung.
And you get X-rays. It wouldn't even show up on an X-ray, huh?
No.
Well, we sure can see it here now. I mean, yes, it had to be picked up by something. Well, maybe it's space stuff. So who knows?
And when I said something to the doctor about it, he said, "Well, it's a piece of shrapnel." I said, shrapnel's magnetic as far as I know, but this thing was not magnetic.
Yeah.
It was not magnetic, and if you look at it close, you'll see it looks like it's got a little antenna on that thing. I don't know.
Yeah, me either. Interesting.
But
we're gonna open another line up. Ken, I want to thank you so very much. Hey, I love those little gifts you guys sent me. Those little lighthouses. Beautiful. Thank you so much for everything, you guys.
That's no problem, Larry. Anytime. I'd send you some big ones, but you don't have room to put them.
I know I don't.
I got some big cast iron ones too.
Right.
Great questions, by the way. Excellent.
Yeah. Okay, go to your next call. I'll talk to you later, Larry. You have a good one. Stay safe. Watch them little aliens.
I'm watching every time, boy. I'll tell you for sure.
I look up there in the clouds, and I don't see any cloud big enough to hide one if they're that big as 1,000 miles long. Oh, well. I'll let that go. I'll talk to you later, Larry.
All right, bye-bye, Ken. Thank you.
Okay.
Nice guy, boy, I'll tell you. Now, for instance, I'm looking right now into the clouds. Let me give out this other number.
To talk with Glenn Larry, deep in the desert of Nevada, lines are open at 1-702-874-1114. That's 874-1114. Now, here again, Glenn Larry.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at these clouds right now, and I'm seeing nothing. I mean, is it there in front of me? I mean, I got some big clouds out here. Do you think it's a ship there now, Sir Master Chief?
Absolutely.
Huh.
They're everywhere,
And
if you always go on Facebook and you'll see many beings. Facebook has gone and changed dramatically in the last 5, 6, 7 years. If you go on now, you're seeing all these beings posting about ships and seeing all the, there's other beings called them cloud ships, but those are actual ships. It's just in a different frequency, and when the time comes, these ships are going to appear and become manifest.
Really?
So, and the more we put these heartfelt intentions to that, and when more beings are looking up and taking care, then that's, but that's a sign from God or the galactic ordos of divinity that everyone is always safe, and I was the one to point that out to the world about these ships. It's almost about a decade ago or so, and it's now it's all around the world, and all these beings, it's a sign from the galactic order to know that everyone's safe. There's nothing to worry about. There's everything to look forward to in your life. And if you're ever having a day that's not so good, go outside. See some ships. And I always, that's always put a smile on my face. And I know it's brought, and that's what's made the community of Galactivists. That's what started the whole community. Is posting about these ships. And because when the ships are out, it's a high vibrational day. And it's high vibrational every day. So when beings are outside, you'll see more beings enjoying the beach or enjoying playing sports or coming together when more ships are out. And when more beings are out on a daily basis, then the ships will be out every single day and giving out more energy and more bio infusion and magnetic infusion technology for everyone who is walking around outside.
Interesting.
So it's good to be outside.
I just put up actually a photograph of one of your ships in the clouds. It's uncloaking itself. It's looking more like a flying saucer now. Ship, I guess. Now you have all sizes of ships, correct?
Yes.
So what's?
There's many types.
I mean, what do you call these? Do you have like a Model 18? I mean, you got like, I know there's the huge V-looking ship, and we have a couple of our own, of course, I guess. But do you know what we have in our military? Do you have any idea what we have?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, we work with our Space Force. Military all work with, the military works for the Space Force. Space Force is in conjunction with what's called the Galactic Federation of Astrolife, or God, the Galactic Order for Divinity. And it's an Earth-based galactic military that's here not on a basis to have wars, but to give information, like an academy,
right?
And like a science technology and research development. And with these different ships, we have different types of technology on the ship and different types of officers on the ship, depending on what type of ships they are. And so we teach different beings on different ships, and we move beings from ship to ship to ship every few, in different points of time when they're ready to, it's like a rotation. So when you're doing one thing for a few years, then it's time to go do something else. So that way you learn different aspects of life, and then you can learn about yourself, learn about, there's infinite things to learn about. And so we want beings to know that, like, you can always start to learn something new, no matter, as humans say, how old you are. But when the time comes, it's time for beings to learn something new. And we teach them about their soul, teach them about meditation, to give them the basic instructions when time comes for their soul to be uplifted and to regenerated, and so they can live a nice eternal life with their soul family.
Gotcha. Now, everybody, just remind you, I just put up their website there, and on that website, it's pretty darn interesting, folks. What to look up, explains everything, how to get a hold of everybody, and some really good subject matter there. I was reading earlier today. So we have it up there along with another picture of one of the ships that you'll see in the sky, which is uncloaking itself. They're not all flying saucers, folks. They look a little bit differently. But you can certainly see that that's a craft of some sort, uncloaking itself. And these pictures are hard to find. We were lucky to get these up from a person that sent to us. So I want to see one of those. I just see the saucers or the cigar-shaped one that I've seen. I have not seen. I did see up, way up in space, more or less, around the stars, a cutout of looked like a huge mothercraft moving amongst the stars, way up there in the heavens. And I could have opened up a newspaper, and it still covered the sky. And that's pretty cool. That's your big ship, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's huge. And stars don't move like that. You know what I'm saying? All those stars, that was a lot of stars in that cutout, and that was moving by itself and moving past other. You could see it was like a big ship. You could tell it was not stars. So, and I went and got a witness, and they saw it also. So I wanted to make sure I had that, because I saw this or whatever. Yeah, sure, And I walked away, I looked back, watched it, study it, because it moved very slow, not as fast as some of these saucers move. It was moving quite slow, but it was moving across. And there's nothing like we got like that. No way. No, that's you guys. So that's darn interesting, I'll tell you for sure. But we're wrapping it up here, Sir Master Chief. And so we got galacticvision.com. I have it up here, folks. Look it up, check it out, and join. You got a lot of stuff going on there, and I think that these folks that will probably really enjoy to see that, to tell you the truth. So
it'll be the best decision you could ever make, coming to Galactic Vision and having the assistance from all of our Galactics and our team, and uplifting everyone's life. That's what it's about. That's why we're all here. Take care of everyone. So always know that the Master Chief always take care of everybody, and our team will always take care of the world.
Well, again, we want to thank everyone. Want to thank you for coming on there, my friend. And again, we'll have you on again with some new information. And we look forward to having you back. Again, thank you so much. Have a great one, my friend. Fantastic. And again, folks, thank you so very much. I am Glenn Larry, Kegels Radio. And do like us, subscribe to YouTube. We're still working on the Facebook stuff. You understand, right? Of course you do.